and finding the back of the net. And when you look at the match against Mentas FC, the loss, it was not just significant because the team lost. It was significant also because the team conceded 3 goals. And that is unusual given their defensive structure, their defensive stability. And coming to this match, definitely the return of Goved in the backline definitely gives Kahawa Pride some structure and stability that has been lacking for the last couple of matches, Greg.
Of course, talking about the visitors who won 2-0 last time out, yes. That shows you that they're getting goals. But then what has Kahawa Pride got to do this afternoon to ensure that they don't repeat the mistakes of last weekend?
You see, when you look at the match that Kahawa Pride played against Mentas FC at Kamulu, the team really, Kahawa Pride, dictated the match. The tempo was for their own making the first 15 minutes until a hole in the back line that made them to concede. Once they conceded, then the structure really took a knock. Then they were forced out of their structure, and that is how they became vulnerable. This afternoon, Kahawa definitely are looking to bounce back from that. First thing, they should ensure that they maintain their composure, their structure, and ensure they don't concede in the first 15 early on. And again, efficiency in the final third. It is something that has really been troubling Coach Kim, given that going matches, 3 matches without scoring a goal and losing on the bounce. It is something that Coach Kim really worries him at the moment. So efficiency in the final third, keeping the structure composed, and then ensuring that they don't concede early on. Because the team, Kahawa Pride, as you know, it struggles chasing a game. Yeah. Once it falls a goal or 2 goals behind, then all the structure and the plans of Coach Kim are somehow distorted. For what is important for now is a first goal for Kahawa Pride will definitely be very, very important as we go in, as we undertake this match today.
Miguel Karani, rings of changes in the lineup for Kahawa Pride this afternoon with Miguel Karani starting in goal. Etiang at the right back, Goved together with Sadiki at the heart of the defense. Then Stephen Kiarie goes back to his usual number, and then we have a 2-man defensive midfield of Marvin Okech and Glenn Ngete, and then you have Felix Kamau, Austin Ocheng and Moses Bwire coming into the lineup to support Ezekiel Dugo. A quite tinkered lineup, and of course a formation, a 4-2-3-1 compared to a 4-3-3 last time out.
Yeah, well, last time Coach Kim really started playing with wing backs, where we had Maina on the right wing and
of course Jojo Uma.
And Jojo Uma on the left wing. It is something that he was forced to make adjustments after Kahawa Pride did go behind. But today he resorts to his usual 4-2-3-1 formation. In the midfield, in the middle pack, Glenn Ngede and Marvin Ocheng, there is a duo that is expected first to destroy attacks that are launched by the visitors who are Fortune Kinderen. And when you look at the combination of Glenn Ngede and Marvin Okech, once one distorts the attacks, one is expected to carry the ball forward to the creative third, where we are featuring a trident of Moses Bwire, Austin Ocheng and Felix Kamau. There is a attacking trident that is expected to feed Ezekiel Dugu, who is a man tasked with launching attacks on the territory of the visitors. So given Coach Kim and what he's made here, definitely the return of Benson Goved in defense is supposed to give him some defensive stability, which the team is supposed to build on and launch attacks, then end that dry spell in the attacking.
And of course, the visitors have Omondi Otieno in goal, Joshua Koth, Austin Odhiambo, Peter Njoroge, Henry Owalo, Emmanuel Omondi, Moses Anyona, Maxwell Uma, Samuel Paul, Pascal Otieno, and Raymond Omondi in their starting lineup. I think this is a very strong lineup looking at the result that they have posted recently. But they've only lost twice this season. That shows you that this is a team that actually knows how to grind result. And if you are Coach Kim, maybe the first 10 minutes, what do you do?
Greg, there is a clear contrast of teams in form, definitely. For Kinderen, Fortune Kinderen, there is a team that is firmly in the title race and has eyes on the prize. In the context of Kahawa Pride, there is a team trying to reset, a team trying to go back to winning ways. So as it stands right now, Coach Kim is well aware that his visitors today are going to attack, and they're going to attack with the best force that they can afford. So for Coach Kim, first, contain the visitors. Ensure they don't strike you early. Then after containing them, also launch your attacks.
Yeah, talking about launching attacks, we saw what they missed last time out. And a ring of changes today. Lewis Mwaniki dropping to the bench. Were you expecting this?
I didn't expect this because just as what Coach Kim saw in the last game and what he saw in training, definitely he gives the nod. Felix Kamau gets the nod ahead of Levis Mwaniki. Definitely the output probably is what is making Coach Kim to ring these changes. And even if you look at the back, Miguel Karani gets the nod ahead of Junior Munyao. Given that with these changes, sometimes coaches have to take these decisions. However painful they could be for some of the players, but for the sake of the team, these are things that Coach Kim has to take for the sake of the team and get the points.
And Jojo Uma being rested could also be something that not many Kahawa Pride fans expected.
Yeah, Jojo Uma, as I've always told you, Jojo Uma is one of the overlapping fullbacks that are in the modern game, given the Kenyan context. When you look at international football, the world football reminds you of players that have existed before in the likes of Roberto Carlos, the likes of Patrice Evra, the likes of Marcelo. So given this context, in the Kenyan context, Jojo Uma is a player made for the future. He has had a run of games, definitely. The results have not really showed what he's been really contributing to the team. But our race is not bad enough for him, given that his tank is definitely going empty, and he might be very instrumental for Coach Kim in the games ahead.
And Felix Kamau actually getting a nod. He was impressive when he came on at Kamulu.
At Kamulu, yeah. Against Mentors FC, definitely the second half, Felix Kamau really offered something, another dimension in the attack coming from the right wing. And as you saw, this is a game that. Personally, I don't know what you felt, but personally I felt Kahawa Pride were just punished by lapses at in their own defensive third. But then the introduction of Felix Kamau really injected some fresh blood into the attacking, and somehow, someway, I really hope that a goal could come so that Felix Kamau can mark his cameo with the goal.
Looking at the opponents, two all huge guys, looking at them, and of course the aerial threat that has always been a fatality, and of course putting Kahawa Pride exposed most of the time. Do you feel that maybe there's something that should be done? Maybe try stop those cross balls and set pieces in dangerous areas for this to happen, because we saw when they conceded the first goal here, the last time they played here, they drew 0-0, and the previous one they had lost by a single goal to nil via a set piece, went to RDU. Set pieces also outdid them, and of course looking right now as things stand out is that the small errors have been the difference between Kahawa Pride and most of the teams.
Looking at it, Kahawa Pride have definitely seen that they are somehow being outdone on set pieces. It is something that you have to acknowledge as a team and work on it. If I were Coach Kim today, I wouldn't really look to dominate the game, or rather control the game. Stay simple, stay composed, stay organized, then take your moments as they come. Realizing the game at Kamulu grounds against Mentors FC. We had chances, Kahawa Pride had chances, but then they weren't taken. When the host just got a chance after a defensive lapse in our defensive trio, the back three, definitely they got a chance. So for this time, it is just a matter of staying organized, staying calm, and taking chances as they come.
Talking about chances, we've also had a chance to be here after a while. Remember the last time we were supposed to be here, the weather was not kind, but we can also talk about the weather. Beautiful. I think this is what everyone expected and wanted for this Sunday afternoon.
The weather has been kind to us, is still kind to us. I think the heavens are ready. The heavens are really anticipating for Kahawa Pride win. And given this, definitely we hope to celebrate the win with showers from the skies after the win.
And of course, talking about everything about winning and everything, I can see TM, Otto walking into the pitch. But then the crowd has been amazing. They've been behind Kahawa Pride, and it's something that we cannot take for granted. Yeah. What do you mean? Look at the turnout.
The turnout is massive given the run of form for Kahawa Pride, and definitely the 12th man has always been very, very important. It is often said, and it's somehow a cliche, that when you support us when we are winning, when you only support us when you're winning,
don't support us when we lose.
When you lose, then you're not one of us. So these are guys who have really come out for their team. It's winning, it's losing, they're part of the team. The 12th man really pushes the players, and it's happy to see that they are here, quite in their numbers, and definitely they have a role to play in getting points for Kahawa Pride.
And having a role to play, Goved Benson coming into the match, couldn't have gotten even better. He has been largely missed over the last few matches.
Yeah, and his absence has really affected the defensive structure of Kahawa Pride, and his return definitely gives something defensively for the team. This is a defensive stalwart for the team. There is a person who Coach Kim anchors his defensive players on. His centre backs with Sadiq Otieno. The combination really is expected to thwart attacks launched by Fortune Kinderen, and definitely I'm watching for them. I'm rooting for them to probably snuff out all the attacks that are launched by the visitors this afternoon, Greg.
Coach Kim promised goals, goals, goals. And of course, we'll be waiting to see the first 45 minutes, if that's going to be coming into fruition. But what lies ahead is a huge 45 minutes. Kahawa Pride hosting Fortune Kinderen, who are so loud on our right side. And of course, it's about getting down to business. Real action begins in less than 1 minute. See you on the other side. And of course, at halftime, we'll be back here with the mid-match analysis. See you.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McLeave, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton and Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture for all major sports with many high-level projects across basketball, hockey, rugby, baseball, and others. To work with us, just tap Start a Project on our homepage, complete our 5-minute form, and you'll be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Whether you've been watching since 2019 or this is the first JerseyBird video you've seen, we appreciate all the support, and we look forward to working with your team next season. The Kahawa Pride Discord channel is the place to be for everything about our club behind the scenes. Breaking news, live Q&As with myself and club staff members, voting on club decisions, and more are all in the channel. If you want to join, the link is in the description. I'll see you in there.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Kinderen, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McCleve, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton and Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture
is a different affair back at home, and of course the expectations are high. Everything will be at a standstill because it is a capacity crowd here at the Mahiga Primary, ready to bring and of course cheer the boys on as they try get their first win in over 1 month in the league. And it's all about the permutations and everything that you want to know about this match, and it is coming to you live. And of course on your screens right now, the 2 captains and of course the center referee together with the first assistant and of course the second assistant referee exchanging the last niceties before the storm. Of course not stormy today, it's quite sunny and of course dry here in Kahawa, and this is the perfect weather for everything that we want to see and everything that we want to witness this afternoon. Welcome aboard. My name is Greg Mulemi. I'm in Jewish as usual.
Yeah, thank you, Greg. Wonderful afternoon that we're here again to bring it live for Kahawa Pride FC fans and those ones who will be fans. Quite a wonderful afternoon. Kahawa Pride coming to this match after 3-0 loss against Mentors FC. the heaviest defeat in recent matches and a clear break from the defensive solidity. And again, this is a clear contrast in form, as I told you, that Kahawa trying to stabilize again as a team that is chasing the title and is quite in the title race. Kahawa Pride season has been built on defensive discipline, but the Mentors match exposed that vulnerability when facing high quality attacking teams, and the return Benson Goved in defense definitely has something to inject into their defensive structure once more. The big question today now is whether that defensive structure can be reset after conceding 3 goals and Coach Kim turning his defensive stability into an attacking threat and getting the goals going forward. Greg.
And Kahawa Pride will be attacking from the right side to the left side on your screens in red and green as usual. The home colors with the visitors in all yellow with green stockings. Welcome. This is match day 14, and of course the home side playing a 4-2-3-1 formation this afternoon. Miguel Karani starts in goal. Gideon Etiang will tuck in at right back. Goved Benson back in the frame, and of course him together with Sadiki Otieno will be playing at the heart of the defense with Stephen Kiarie. The left back for today, Marvin Okech, Glenn Ngete, the 2 holding midfielders, and then a 3-man attacking midfield of Moses Buire from the left side, and Austin playing in that diamond formation with Felix Kamau, and of course they'll be supporting Ezekiel Dugu as the team gathers once again to psych up for this match that promises to be a cracker, not just because it is at home, but of course of the points and what's at stake. One team, as we said earlier, wants to reach the double digits for the first time, and that is the home side, Kahawa Pride, on 7 points as we speak. They want to make it to 10, but then for Fortune Kinderen, this is a team that has always posted good results, especially this season in this league, and they have a chance to go at least 1 point behind leaders Mentors FC.
Yeah, and Greg, that getting to double digits in terms of points definitely means Kahawa Pride definitely have to find their striking momentum. They definitely have to find their striking momentum. And as you see on your screen, the temperatures are really, really favorable here at 24 degrees centigrade here at Mahiga Primary School, where the home ground for Kahawa Pride. Definitely everything is set. So the pitch is in best condition. As we can see, the rains have been very, very, very good to us. And this really lays the ground for Kahawa to really have to notch the goals inside, get the goals and get the points. For you to win a game, Greg, you must score, and that has been a problem for Kahawa Pride in the last 3 games, where they have lost the 3 games on the bounce without scoring. So if they score today, definitely they have a chance to win this game.
It's a huge task ahead as the referee waits for everything to calm down, and there it is, kickoff here at Mahiga Primary, and Kahawa Pride have started it early, and as the ball is sent back to Goved Benson, who brings it down the right hand side, trying to link up with Gideon Etiang, who earns a start ahead of George Omar. And now first attack by the visitors, but the ball is cleared for a throw-in. Early moments here in a game that promises a lot on a day when everything looks as beautiful as the weather. Thrown into the area, cleared away, and now Austin with the ball for the first time. That's Austin Okech. Austin Ocheng with that ball, and it is a free kick. But early signs there that Kahawa Pride will be going all attack in this game, as a Fortune Kinderen player is down, clutching his shin. A team that is riding really, really high. You can see Rooney trying to urge the rest of the players to turn up for this one. That's the incident. And it's just the style of play that Austin always has, that he wants to keep the ball, try to be a little bit flashy with it, but then effective in one also.
His ability on the ball is definitely undoubted. and he's also aware that the output hasn't been really good. So from the start of the match, definitely it's a match that promises to be quite entertaining, given these teams. Everything is at stake for both of these teams. One wants to get to double digits, reset their form. The other one wants to ascend to the top of the league. So Greg, there is a team that this is a game that promises to be a very intense match, and I hope our troops can really keep up to it.
The free kick for Fortune Kinderen. Brought down into the middle area, but then calmly done by Etiang. Back to Miguel Karani, who rolls it to Sadiki Otieno. Chance for Marvin Okech, who brings the ball back to Sadiki Otieno, who will boot the ball into that right-hand side. Glenn Ngete, but then the ball has been slightly overhit, and Miguel Karani will restart that with the returning Goved Benson. Dugu, Glenn Ngete, Marvin Okech. The ball is floated into that inner channel. It's a free kick to be taken just outside the center arc by Captain Benson Goved, who's missed a chunk of matches, and when he misses, there's always a huge void.
Yeah, that one was really witnessed, because even last time out, before just the game against Mentas, where we conceded 3 goals in one match, it wasn't a good result, given the structure and what has been the characteristic of Kahawa Pride. That defensive solidity is what they build on to go and win matches. So given his absence, really the team has suffered, and it is a welcome return for him, and definitely the fans are very optimistic, and even the coach and fellow players are really optimistic, and you can see his welcome back to the team.
Welcome back to the team as Fortune Kinderen launch yet another attack, but just goes wide, and my off target. That is a goal kick. 5 minutes gone into this game. Quite a lukewarm start, not like what we witnessed in Kamulu last time out.
Yeah. The game out against Mentas in Kamulu was
it was explosive.
Yeah, it was explosive,
the past few
right?
minutes, and we thought that Kahawa Pride were gonna get something out of that, as Ezekiel Dugu is brought down. Actually, that is Moses Bwire. And Sadiki Otieno will be taking that one. Yeah, we're talking about the lukewarm start for this to this match, and what we witnessed last weekend. 2 contrasting styles. Could this be what maybe the coach wanted, to have more control just before they set up?
I think given what's at stake for both teams, both coaches really are seemingly are approaching the game with more caution. Definitely no one is out to leave his back exposed. So quite they're really trying to just grow into the match, and it is something that Kahawa Pride will definitely try and feast on, because stability, defensive structure really is something that can really work out for them.
6 minutes gone into the game, still 0-0 here at the Mahiga Primary, with Kahawa Pride aiming to at least upset all odds and bag a victory and bring back the smiles to play the massive number of fans here at the stadium. But Fortune Kinderen with that chance just goes wide. They also have a sizable number of fans who are cheering them also from the bench. But that was a chance down the right, the left-hand side. Pascal Otieno with that effort that just whistles wide, but that ball is lost again in a very dangerous area. Glenn Ngete does well to recover and win the ball. Sadiki brings the ball down the right-hand side, and now it is the turn of Austin to try something, and the ball is cleared momentarily by Peter Njoroge, and it's a throw-in. Quickly started. Marvin Okech boots the ball into the area. An easy pick for Omondi Otieno, who rightfully starts so with Joseph Okoth. It's another free kick in favor of Fortune Kinderen, who last time out won by 2-0. but also have lost matches that looked easy on paper. So that tells you that this league is not as easy as many think.
It's quite a competitive league. Anybody can really bag a win. So, given as it is, nobody is a walkover here.
Yeah, we witnessed that a few weeks ago. Of course, Fortune Kinderen with another chance, second effort on target for them. This should call for some urgency from the home side.
Yeah, sure. You know, Greg, Kahawa Pride really have to be a little bit more disciplined, because when you look at the opponents, they are really good at moving the ball so fast in between the spaces, and before you realize they are in your third. So the defensive structure and being more disciplined while giving cover to your defender still will be very, very important. Especially Glenn Ngede and Marvin Okech really have a big role to play in buffering the back line against Fortune Kinderen.
Fortune Kinderen, who are trying so hard to take those shots from out of the area. Austin tries to get past his marker, but then just overruns the ball. It is a goal kick, but you could clearly see the intention that he had there to try and break into that area and, let's say, free someone like Dugu, whom I'm told has really had good sessions this week.
Yeah, Dugu, I think today he looks like someone who is going to make the fans celebrate, and what is really required is getting the ball to him, ensure he receives good service, he's fed enough, the crosses swung in, and those spaces that are usually attacked by Austin Ocheng really will be of good to him. If he can get the service well fed, then he definitely is going to work the opponent's goalkeeper.
Govert Benson clearing that ball from that area, and another attempt from the outside area is easily taken by Miguel Karani, trying to build something from the back. Good play there by Gideon Etiang. Brings the ball forward now, and they're still trying to find that last ball, because it seems that the high line is also giving Fortune Kinderen a time for the goalkeeper to come out and claim those loose balls.
Yeah, definitely, and that Highland, if they are not careful, definitely Ndugu is going to do something, because often Highlands are often used with offside traps. But then
Gideon Etiang floats that into the area, and it is cleared for a throw-in.
Yeah, and Kahawa Pride really showing early signs of trying to end their goal drought, and
Felix Kamau wins a free kick just outside the area. A promising position, and of course, who fancies this one? No Jojo Uma, but there is Austin Ocheng.
Yeah, no Jojo Uma. And from the right flank, Felix Kamau really is really trying to give a good account of himself with such dribbles and trying to beat your man. Definitely the one on the bench, Lewis Mwaniki, who was in that position last time out. Definitely then he's really trying to think what he can offer in case he's called upon, probably in the second match, as Coach Kim might deem it twice.
Yeah, and a couple of jerseys there. You know what's happening around the world tonight.
Definitely.
But it's all about Kahawa Pride versus Fortune Kinderen. Austin floats that into the area. Cleared off the line. Still danger looming there. And it just goes wide. For a moment, I thought that was in from Felix Kamau. What a chance.
That Greg was a sitter. And these are the things that definitely we need to be taking. These are chances that we need to be taking. When a chance comes begging, definitely you have to get to the end of it and just fire it home. But then
the ball brought in nicely by Stephen Kiarie, and then it fell kindly to Felix Kamau. And I think they should just keep on knocking.
Yeah, sure. The chance will definitely keep coming. The big question now is, will they take the chances? And it is something that has really been unkind to Kahawa Pride coming into some of these matches. And today they definitely are creating something given the momentum of the game so far. and one of these chances, or two of them, will be taken. And somehow, I'm really praying that the fans can really celebrate a goal after quite a long time, Greg.
Yeah, hopefully the fans will be celebrating all over the world. We who are watching, we are live from the Mahiga Primary, and this is also a game that has a huge significance. Looking at the permutations that have been there in the last couple of months, but from the time they lost 9-1 in the FKF Cup, they've been trying to stabilize. And I was just talking to the coach, and he said that trying to think a few things, including the training regime, trying a different kind of diet, different kind of even how the routine has changed a little bit to allow these players concentrate more, and rightfully so, because looking at the last 13 minutes,
yes,
they've at least grown into the game.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, having those short passes and of course getting the ball into those danger areas. And it is a throw in for Kahawa Pride. Quickly started them, and it is Austin Okech, Gideon Etiang trying something there. Of course, Gideon Etiang is the one who scored the first goal for Kahawa Pride in this league this season. So coming back can be a deja vu.
Yeah, the fans can hope and expect something. We really hope that Etiang can really have a good game today and give the fans what you are really terming as entertainment. So the fans, the deja vu, really, the fans can see it coming.
Another throw in there now gathered by Glenn Ngete down the right hand side. Tries something in the mid, but then it's cut out by Joseph Okoth. And now 14 Kinderen will try. But then Goved Benson knows exactly where to be and what to do. Launches the ball forward. It's Felix Kamau. Marvin Okech brings the ball into the area. Moses Bwire will try hunt down from the left-hand side. Bwire wins a free kick again. Samuel Paul just clattered Bwire, who's clean-shaven. Look at that. That's a proper clattering.
Yeah, that's clattering.
Yeah, and it's a foul. Free kick in another dangerous place. And Austin will be fancying this one quite tight from that angle.
From the angle, sure.
Should he just try an in-swinger or try find the likes of Sadiki from the far post?
Sadiki and Benson Goven are definitely looking to feast on this one.
Austin brings that into the area. Cleared out again by the tall defenders. Danger still there, and there's a man down. I think it's Felix Kamau, who must have felt something late. It is Marvin Okech. Marvin Okech and Moses Anyona. All of them trying to win the balls down in that midfield area. Stephen Kiarie will try control that ball, gets it, but then he's dispossessed. And the ball is floated into the area, but has been punched out by Miguel Karani for a corner kick, the first of the game. It's taken really a while. But looking at that incident yet again, where Marvin Okech was on the receiving end. It's the captain to take the corner kick. It will be an in-swinger. Starts it short. But then it's cleared out. It will be a throw-in yet again. To be taken by Henry Uma. He wants to go long. Does he have the power? Yes, he has. It's floated into the area, then cleared by Goved Benson again. Marvin Okech, and now it is Austin. Fetching for Felix Kamau, who gets the ball down the right-hand side. And it is gonna be a corner kick. And the referee says it's a goal kick. Seems to have just hit that one. Moses Bwire tries to win the ball. And now it is Glenn Ngete trying to find Kiaria, but the ball goes out of play. It is a throw-in. Quickly started. And it is Moses Bwire cleanly winning that one. Stephen Kiaria trying to look for Austin, who gets off his marker nicely. Again gets into that area. Will he float it? There! Oh, that was quite a nice one.
Yeah, how the ball was moved, especially on the left flank by Austin Ochieng, then swung into the air for someone just to get on the end of it and get the fans on their feet. Definitely, it was quite some good play, but then the return wasn't there, and the corner that presents a chance to just do what that attack really meant.
Austin, of course, one of the few players who can take on someone without many, and it's floated into the area again. Goes out of play for a goal kick. They are knocking on the door.
Yeah, and one of these characteristics that Kahawa Pride are definitely also moving the ball with so much pace. Their transitions in attack are really rapid, and it's something that is really giving a hard time to Fortune Kinderen. And given the team pace is also quite above the line, and it's something that's not allowing so much possession for Fortune Kinderen. They're not comfortable on the ball, and it's something that they really they need not to get the foot off the gas pedal. Go for the goal.
We're trying to win that one. Tries to keep it in play, but is adjudged to have fouled Joshua Okoth. And Kinderen will try float that into the area. Danger looming, but cleared again by Goved, who's a stalwart in that defense at the moment. Stephen Kiaria trying to boot that into the area, almost hitting us here at the commentary booth. Yeah. And it is going to be a throw-in. A sizable crowd here at Mahiga. Of course, with the weather being kind, Sadiki Otieno clears the ball. They're trying to build something. Kinderen Fortune, who are second on the log. Joshua Okoth gets off his marker, but then loses possession. And now it is Austin with the outer foot. Was trying to pick someone in that left channel. And that's the captain bringing the ball into the area. Cleared by Goved Benson yet again. He was a huge miss, and rightfully so.
Yeah, and if you look at it, that was a good defensive intervention that Kahawa Pride really need at the moment, because the system relies on the players making the right decisions at the right time, especially when they are not under pressure, so that they don't allow clear-cut chances and some of the opponents running in between their defensive spaces.
Glenn Ngete tried to bring that into the area, but Marvin Okech ends up fouling Emmanuel Omondi. But it's all about winning the 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
And so far, Kahawa Pride have done really well.
They have done really well. The team press is also working, and combined with moving the ball with so much speed, the transitions are really, really working for them. And we hope that it will reflect on the score sheet.
Gathered by Miguel Karani, who rolls the ball to Glenn Ngete. Nice turn there, but then beaten to it by two men. And that is danger also. But then the same thing, yeah, we were talking about it in Kamulu last weekend, whereby they lost so many balls in midfield, ending to goals.
Yeah, when you are in attack and you lose the ball, definitely your defensive structure is a bit disjointed, and you are actually exposing your team to attacks. And when you look at Fortune Kinderen, how they're attacking, they're actually unleashing shots. They're trying to go for screamers, the belters. They're not even getting inside the penalty area. They're trying to unleash shots far away from that. And I think the goalkeeper Karani in the post really has to be aware of that these are people who are launching attacks way far. We could equate them to some missiles hovering somewhere in the world at the moment.
So it is gonna be a free kick for Kahawa Pride, and the referee having a word or two with Emmanuel Omondi and Marvin Okech. In this tense fixture, as we head towards the 20th minute of the game, the ball is floated down the right-hand side and yet again overhit for a goal kick. I don't think they fancy going long.
they want to build from the back. They want to play those short passes because they have realized
The long balls ain't working.
they ain't working here.
As they try again something. Marvin Okech beaten to it. And now it's a chance for Kinderen to launch an attack again. Down the left-hand side, it is Pascal Otieno. But well read by Gideon Etiang. As the ball is brought back into that danger area, Sadiki Otieno will be claiming that one. And now it's time for Glenn Ngete, Marvin Okech to try and exchange something from that midfield area. But they lose yet again, gifting a chance to Kinderen. But then Stephen Carrier stands tall. Felix Kamau rolls the ball into that area. Ezekiel Dugu. Advantage, says the referee. Dances into the area, shoots the ball, but then that was quite some good movement.
Yeah, that was quite threatening.
It was threatening. It is Felix Kamau who was fouled, but then the referee waved play on. And it was brought in. Moses Bwire just missed it by a whisker.
Good refereeing, good playing advantage. Yeah, because our guys were on the ball, and definitely it was still a chance that was still alive. So an attack that really continued despite having a man down, and that's some good showing from the referee of the day.
Marvin Okech trying to find someone down the right channel, unsuccessfully so, but then still Okech brings it back to Govert Benson, who brings the ball down the right channel, the left channel, trying to find Moses Bwire, who's been very industrious and fancying his chances from the left hand side, and is doing the marauding more than Jojo Uma. I think doing what Jojo Uma has been doing.
Yeah, sure.
He didn't start the last match against Kamulu. Moses Bwire, Austin Ocheng, and now Ezekiel Dugu beats his marker. Will he get to the end of that? But then it's cleared again by Peter Njoroge. It's 24 minutes into this match. There is push and shove in that Fortune Kinderen area. There's a player down, and it calls for attention. And the man on your screen right now is Marvin Okech, who's really had a good time also in that midfield area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is a Kahawa Pride player on the deck. I think it is Ezekiel Dugu. It is Ezekiel Dugu, the striker who's been tasked with the hunt for goals this afternoon, and he'll be sitting out seeking for medical attention. But meanwhile, it is a corner kick floated in nicely into that area, what well gathered by Omondi Otieno in goal. Joshua Kopp, but then well read by Stephen Kiarie. It is a throw in for the home side, the visitors. Samuel Paul, Pascal Otieno, back to Peter Njoroge. Glenn Ngete trying to find Austin, but it's well read by Emmanuel Omondi, who clears the ball and goes out of play for a goal kick. 25 minutes into the first half and still 0-0. If you look at the last 25 minutes, I know you're like maybe a positive sign from what we've seen over the last few matches.
Yeah, it is a positive sign. Clear-cut chances have been for Kahawa Pride this afternoon, Greg, and they have really also tried to put out their the visitors, and that is a good showing that they are really threatening, and again they are sniffing out the attacks by the opponent. So a good showing. So it is something that I think the troops will definitely be working on how to get a goal. You know, football without result is something that football is very cruel. You can play a good game and without result, people will definitely say that you've lost the game.
The ball is floated into the area, and it's another corner. The corners are coming in thick and fast as at 27 minutes of play, 0-0 here at the Mahiga Primary. Kahawa Pride still looking for that goal. They haven't scored in over a month of football.
Yeah, that is quite a bad return, and I think they're also concerned about it, and that's why you can see they're really pushing forward for a goal.
Austin brings that into the area. Sadiki jumps high, but then doesn't get to the end of that. Glenn Ngete, Austin tries to bring that into the area. It's cleared yet again for a throw in the home side. Knocking on the door, still yet to find the keys. Glenn Ngete fouled again. It's a good showing by the home side. Positive signs there.
They are really trying to win the ball high up the pitch, and that is good because it gives you a very short distance before you transit the opponent's goal and have a shot at it. So definitely the high press is really working for Kahawa Pride, and definitely it's going to translate into something going forward if they have to keep up with that sort of play.
So it is a trial there by Ngete. Just tried to shoot from distance. But then that wasn't successful, and it is the turn of Marvin Okech, but completely miscues that one as it goes to gather some dust at Omondi Otieno's goal. He's been the busier of the two keepers so far. Ngete trying to look for Marvin Okech. Kahawa Pride on the prawn yet again. The ball is just slightly overhit. I think they are trying to fine-tune everything and just missing the right moment to pass the ball.
Yeah, they're really determined to get a goal, and they're probably doing a little bit more or a little bit less when the right moment comes, and they just make the wrong decision. But definitely you can see the intention is there. That's the execution that is a bit amiss, but then credit to them.
It is Austin, crowded there. Austin trying to drive in between, but then it is well taken by the 14 Kinderen, who are so disciplined in that defense, by the way.
Yeah, and they have been forced into being disciplined, because when you look at them, they are a team that are one of the highest scoring teams in the league. That is why their position on the log is at second. And I'm really, really pleased with how Kahawa Pride have played so far. They have really taken the sting out of Fortune Kindred, the second on the log, who are looking to go atop the log this afternoon. So given how they are controlling this, then definitely you can you might not really believe that there is a team trying to break down a team that is looks like it's on the other side of the log.
Fortune Kinderen launch an attack, but then well read by Sadiki. It will be a throw in the first time they are crossing the halfway line in quite a while.
Yeah, quite a while, and I think there is in this match, as you see, the problem is not even chance creation, Greg. Kahawa Pride have really had quite a number of chances. It's just about taking the chances, and definitely you can see Coach Kim has worked on the creativity inside the final third. His troops, the likes of Felix Kamau, Austin Ocheng, and Bwire, they are definitely trying to ensure that there is some entertainment, there is some attack in that final third, but then just taking the chances. So the chances are there. Converting them into goals remains to be one of the biggest challenges so far, but the tempo, dictating the game, controlling the game is really something that they are really doing. And for sure, the first goal will be very, very important here. because once they get it, they can stick to the defensive shape. But once Fortune Kinderen get the first goal, Kahawa Pride will be forced out of their usual pattern, out of their structure, and that is where they become vulnerable, as we saw last time, and concede quite a number of goals.
Stephen Kiarie missing out on that one, but then sorry, he's been covered really well by Glenn Ngethe, who now tries to launch an attack down the right hand side with Ezekiel Dugu. Very industrious, this young man Ngethe. But then they lose out the ball. It will be a throw-in again for the visitors through Raymond Obondi, who's not had a sniff at goal for quite a while. A very dangerous striker that is. Goes long, try to pick up somebody, but then Sadiki gathers the ball, and as you notice right now, Felix Kamau is attacking from the left-hand side with Moses Bwire attacking from the right-hand side. Tactical shift there by coach Lawrence Kim as they are going to defend this free kick with 33 minutes gone into the area. The ball is floated in there, but then good work there by Ezekiel Dugu to deny Raymond a chance to sniff at goal.
That is what modern football, Greg, dictates. If you realize Dugu is the target man in the attack of Kahawa Pride, but here he's here trying to defend in the box as the last man here. That's what football, modern football dictates. That
you have to be there, availability.
Because in the attack, defenders and the wingbacks will definitely try to help you. In the defense, definitely as a team, you have to ensure that you're also giving them some support.
Kinderen with another attack, easily gathered by Miguel Karani. Now a chance for Kahawa Pride. The ball goes out of play. As it's brought down the right hand side again with Moses Bwire trying to link up with Gideon Etiang. And they win the free kick just inside the center circle. 34 minutes gone in this first half. Still no goal from either side. And it is the captain to try and launch the attack, brings it into the area, but it is well read. But then Glenn Ngethe will try something from the back. It is Goved exchanging passes with Sadiki Otieno. Must be careful not to repeat mistakes made in Kamulu that led to 2 goals conceded easily. Stephen Kiarie, Glenn Ngethe. It is Felix Kamau back defending, looking for the ball. They are hunting. Will they be successful? They win a throw-in. Stephen Kiarie to take it, the vice captain. Starts it with Goved. Was really instilled confidence in that defense line.
Benson Goved is returned definitely as a leader. Someone who instills confidence, gives structure, gives stability, and the team definitely is really grateful for his return.
Good pickings there, Marvin Okech. They'll try bring that into the area. They're trying that fast break, but then it's been called for offside. Joshua Court trying to exchange passes there, but then it's slightly overhit, and it will be at yet another throw-in with 10 minutes plus added time left in this first half. Still 0-0. Kahawa Pride still being held. The ball is down the right hand side with Fortune Kinderen. Moses Anyona brings it down the middle. Raymond. But then Gideon Etiang does well to mute the pressure. And now it's another fast break for Kahawa Pride, and yet again Austin is adjudged to be offside. Maybe he went a little bit early.
Yeah, or maybe the assistant referee or the linesman might have gotten it wrong. It's quite up for debate.
So it is a foul to be taken.
You can see that Fortune Kinderen have really been forced out of their structure. If you realize the free kick taker is trying to tell his troops, please stretch the pitch, stretch the pitch. They're definitely trying to ensure that they use the flanks because the midfield is now currently compact. Glenn Ngede and Marvin Okech are definitely giving them a run for their money.
And they'll try something long. Miguel Karani doing well to mute that pressure. Launches the ball downfield, looking for Felix Kamau, but it falls kindly to Austin Odhiambo. But there's a man down on the other side. I think it is Raymond Omondi, who was clutching his left arm. Looking at that chance yet again. All is well according to the referee. 38 minutes played, nil at the Mahiga primary. As the ball is floated in and won easily by Govert Benson. Fortune Kinderen try again to bring it into that area, forcing an error, and it is a free kick. Glenn Ngete clattered. Really got into the air of that.
Glenn Ngede clattered, and you can see the 12th man is very livid here, because when the decisions seem not to go their way, they are definitely tried to try to. You can hear the fans voicing their
frustrations.
Their
I know.
Frustrations, how livid they can be when the decisions don't seem to go their way.
Moses Bwire to take the corner. See our social media. Lady, she's doing really well. She's capturing every moment from the touchline to the pitch side. Moses Bwire to try float that into the area. Hopefully Sadiki will be getting to the end of that one, but then it is brought in narrowly, but that was cleared, and it is Govert bringing it downfield, looking for Dugu. And now it's the chance of Kahawa Pride to try bring something. Glenn Ngete, Marvin Okech, Stephen Kiarie. But then he's been overcrowded there. Marvin tries to beat Sadiki, but he stands tall. Sadiki forcing a free kick in that area. But this is the kind of aggression that we've been missing from Kahawa Pride.
Yeah, and when you look at the game against RDU, we really miss Sadiki, because when you realize they were very physical, the game was intense, and given the technical ability of our boys, some of them could not even play the fast passes that the likes of Austin Ocheng that I used to play.
They were literally intimidated.
Yeah, they were intimidated, and they couldn't play their football at their level best.
As Miguel Karani gathers that one. In the 40th minute, 5+ added time to go in this first half. Both teams still looking for the opener. Kahawa Pride knocking, but then the doors are still under lock and key. As Glenn Ngete is fouled, it is Felix Kamau. No, it's Glenn Ngete who's been fouled actually. And Govert Benson to stand over the free kick. The weather also kind enough today.
Yeah, very kind for the boys to have their game in the best.
Highs of 24 degrees this afternoon.
Yeah.
As we head into the last 5 minutes of this first half. Kahawa Pride today playing beautiful football, just the goals missing in this one. Austin tries that outer foot, looking for Ezekiel Dugu. Again, it is an offside. I know the home fans are frustrated, but unless we saw another angle, Ezekiel Dugu was adjudged to be offside in that. As Kiarie wins the ball to Austin, trying to find Felix Kamau. A tussle there between Kamau and Joshua, cleared by Kinderen, but then they lose possession again. Danger into the area. Ezekiel Dugu just trying to round Peter Njoroge, but then unsuccessfully. And Omondi Otieno will try launch that ball. And he brings it into the area, but won again by Kiarie, who's been a very good cover for George Ouma, who's missing out today. And wins that throw-in. Up to this moment, maybe you can actually feel that Kahawa Pride are growing in confidence.
Yeah, they have really tried to make a statement of themselves today, and this was lacking the last few games that we have played. And then today has been a matter of resilience, trying to bounce back from the hits that they got the last 3 games out. And definitely, I've been feeling that the loss in the cup against Murang'a also had something to affect their momentum and confidence. But
And
then
that's Ezekiel Dugu doing, no, not Dugu really, but Gideon Etiang doing really well to keep out Raymond Omondi, because that was a chance for Fortune Kinderen. And now it is Ezekiel Dugu with that chance. Cleared by Austin Odhiambo. 2 Austins in this side today. One is playing for Kahawa Pride, and the other one is playing for Fortune Kinderen.
Yeah, Odhiambo.
Austin Odhiambo for Kinderen and Ocheng for
Kahawa Pride.
Kahawa Pride. Clearance there by Goved Benson. And Miguel Karani will be gathering that. And it is an offside. The first for Kinderen. They've really been sitting low, yeah.
Yeah, they have really been forced into a defensive structure. And most of their shots, they have really been taking far out the penalty area. So they have really been into the advanced positions here. They've been called to offside. But then here they are. They've also gotten into their first offside. But then the defensive structure really for Kahawa Pride is not really giving them enough room to make the movements in the final third as they could have wished, despite their attacking ability.
As the ball rolls into that area. And in the FKF Premier League final, Ulinzi Stars are winning a match. Shots on goal, of course, nil from both sides. I think it's 2 for the home side.
Yeah.
And of course, the home side enjoying a chunk of the possession, 53% of the ball.
Yeah.
As the ball goes out of play. As we enter the 45th minute of this game, live from Mahiga Primary, still 0-0, both sides. Kahawa Pride hosting Fortune Kinderen, who have a throw-in right now. Maybe a minute or two of added time will be flagged by the referee, as Tuk-Tuks also want to claim their stake in this match. Yeah, I tell you, Mahiga is a very, very interesting place where even motorbikes will cross over the pitch. But it's all about the fanfare, and that is why they love this team. So it's a throw-in for Kinderen. So Kahawa Pride with 4 corners to 2 from Fortune Kinderen.
That shows that the attacking side of Kahawa have really been trying to push this afternoon compared to Fortune Kinderen. And Greg, as I told you, the real test for for Kahawa Pride this afternoon was actually a test of character, not tactically only, but also mentally, because responding after a heavy defeat, like conceding 3 goals, is not anything that is not a thing that any team can just do and come back to their best. For me, so far, they've really tried to give a good account of themselves, having that loss last time out, and they've really tried to give a good shift. And Coach Kim now is proud, I think, of his team. He hopes that he can get a goal.
And the referee signals for halftime, and it is Kahawa Pride 0, 14 Kinderen 0. See you in the second half.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McLeave, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton and Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture for all major sports with many high-level projects across basketball, hockey, rugby, baseball, and others. To work with us, just tap Start a Project on our homepage, complete our 5-minute form, and you'll be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Whether you've been watching since 2019 or this is the first JerseyBird video you've seen, we appreciate all the support, and we look forward to working with your team next season. Kahawa Pride Discord channel is the place to be for everything about our club behind the scenes. Breaking news, live Q&As with myself and club staff members, voting on club decisions, and more are all in the channel. If you want to join, the link is in the description. I'll see you in there.
Here at the Mahiga primary, a few clouds here and there, but of course what we are waiting for is the opening goal, because at halftime it's still 0-0, but the home side with enjoying chunks of possession and of course shots on target.
Yeah, the home side have really controlled the game. The threatening moments, the chances, the open chances, clear-cut chances have really been for the home side. And coming this match, on paper, it was that the difference between these two teams was the attacking output. And looking at it, that was before the match. But looking at it as the match has been played first 45 minutes, then clearly you can see that the Kahawa Pride has really gotten the visitors blunt. The chances are more for Kahawa Pride than what we looked at Fortune Kinderen, who are second on the log. So there is a match that Kahawa Pride are really dictating the tempo, and you can see even the fans are upbeat here, Greg.
Yeah, the fans are upbeat. Of course, this is what they've been missing. But on this day when the team is just coming back from a triple losses. You look at the way they've attacked in the first half. What do you think they should be doing different in the second half? Because a couple of offsides, some questionable, of course, and of course that goal line clearance, Moses Bwire almost getting into the end of a cross down the right hand side. What do you feel Coach Kim should be doing to ensure that right now, yes, they have the chunks of possession, but right now they get the right chances?
Definitely one of the principles I believe in is never tampering with the winning unit. Kahawa Pride is not winning yet, but there are signs that they will definitely be winning this match. So what Coach Kim has to do in the second half, definitely right now in the dressing room, just tell his troops, keep doing what you're doing, keep pushing, definitely keep knocking. The door will open. Chances have been there. Some of them have been missed. A sitter by Felix Kamau is one of that goal that really was to thrust us forward. But looking at it, as I've always told you, when you analyze Kahawa Pride matches, their output and how they play, the first goal for them is usually very, very important. Why? Because once they fall behind, they usually struggle chasing the game. I was really, and I'm still praying for the first goal for Kahawa Pride. Why? Because if they're going to score that goal, they're definitely going to keep their defensive structure. They will attack with more freedom, and the fluidity you will feel it because the service will be there to do good. But once they concede that first goal, definitely they are going to go out of their structure, and that is why they get vulnerable. For Coach Kim, to his troops, keep doing what you're doing, keep attacking. It will definitely, the door is going to open.
Of course, the midfield defensive partner, the central defensive partnership between Goved and Sadiki, also keeping out the likes of Raymond Omondi, and I think it's very commendable, and of course a very good defensive partnership that has been missed for a while. Do you feel that today there's some confidence that has been brought in with the inclusion of the two?
Yeah, look at Fortune Kinderen. There is a team that has found the back of the net 17 times this season. There is a high-scoring team. They are second on the log. There is a team that is quite right in the title race. But return of Benson Goved and his partnership with Sadiq Otieno, definitely you can see they have kept out all attacks that have been launched by Fortune Kinderen. So the return of Goved definitely something that has been welcomed by the team, and you can see why the team really needed his service back. When you look at at how he's trying to keep out his the attackers of Fortune Kinderen way high up the pitch. Even they're not getting into the box. The only chance that they got to the box and was cleared by Ezekiel Dogo. But most of the shots that have been launched by Fortune Kinderen, they have been outside the box. So the return of Benson Goved and his partnership with Sadiq Otieno definitely has really given some balance, some structure, and some confidence in that back line of Coach Kim.
And of course, we'll be looking, of course, at the referee also. Quite a number of questionable decisions in the first half, just not going either side's way.
Yeah, the referee definitely has had a mixed sort of refereeing. Where on the other, when it's for you, definitely you are happy with him. But when it's not for you, definitely you're a bit incensed. But the reality is, whether it's for you, whether it's not for you, if it's a wrong decision, definitely it means to be a wrong. No, I wouldn't term it as a wrong as a questionable decision, controversial decision. Then definitely it remains to be controversial. But we hope that he can have a good second half and give a good account for himself, because there is a match that everything is at stake for both teams.
Of course, both teams aim to get to the score sheet fast in the second half. And looking at the substitutes for Kahawa Pride: Junior Munyao, Kevin Maina, Robert Manyora, Kevin Gatoto, Lewis Mwaniki, Bradley Maloba, Eliud Wekesa, James Macharia, and Brian Macharia. Couple of game changers in this one.
Yeah, they are there. When you look at the right flank, Kevin Maina really gave a good account of himself against Mentors FC, and even RDU. There is a guy who can change the game. Robert Munyora, in that number where he's operating Austin Ocheng, he's definitely an option for that. A good ball controller, quite efficient when the chances get to him, and he can easily find the person ahead of him, who currently is Ezekiel Dogo. And maybe in that position, when Kevin Gatoto will be called upon by Coach Kim to have an account of himself, definitely does something good. And looking at Lewis Mwaniki, the man on the right flank today, Felix Kamau, is also trying to inject some pace into that attacking of Kahawa Pride. And definitely when Lewis Mwaniki is given a nod, he has to know that he has to put up to the standards that have been set by the predecessor, Felix Kamau, who is on the pitch.
Just heading into this half, do you feel that we have a chance of seeing Kahawa Pride going to digit numbers, like winning this game?
Yeah, I'm very confident. The goal is there. The goal is knocking. The door is just not opening. So my instincts are really pointing to a fact where Kahawa Pride are going to win this game by a solitary goal. And that is very, very important, because the defensive unit is quite in shape. Steven Kiarie, Sadiq Otieno, Benson Goved, and Gideon Etiang. These are people who have been sniffing out all the attacks posed by the visitors. So once a goal, I'm convinced a goal is coming. The chances are there. Just we're taking one or two chances, then definitely the double digits will be there.
We wait to see, because a huge 45 minutes await, and it's all to play for here at the Mahiga Primary, because the second half comes up with both teams still at 0-0. See you at full time as we bring you the reaction from the rest of the match. For us, it's bye-bye.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series, and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today, and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McLeave, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton and Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture for all major sports with many high-level projects across basketball, hockey, rugby, baseball, and others. To work with us, just tap Start a Project on our homepage, complete our 5-minute form, and you'll be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Whether you've been watching since 2019 or this is the first JerseyBird video you've seen, we appreciate all the support, and we look forward to working with your team next season.
Welcome to the second half of this game between Kahawa Pride and Fortune Kinderen, the home side, of course, looking for a first win inside 3 matches, having suffered triple losses. And now they'll be attacking from the left-hand side to the right-hand side on your screen in red and green shorts, as Moses Bwire is forced to surrender possession as they launch the ball into the area, but then Raymond couldn't get at the end of it. Quite an eventful start to the second half by the Fortune Kinderen, who will be buoyed by the news that earlier on we had Kamongo beating leaders Mentors FC by 1-0. So it's all to play for in the second half, Jush.
Yeah, all to play for, because a positive result for them here sees them atop the league. So they have all to play for. Some good news, but even if they are cluttered here by Kahawa Pride, they definitely, again, the gap is not too big for them. So I think they might go for the latter.
And sensing that Kahawa Pride will be going in hard this second half, Ezekiel Dugu, and that was the last man. That was the last man. Let's see, interesting scenes here. That was the last man.
The interpretation of the laws of FIFA football, the IFAB laws. Really?
And it is a yellow card. Wow. Ezekiel Dugu was clear, and that was the last man. And we talked about irregular decisions by the central referee.
Yeah, and it hasn't taken long before the referee tries to confirm what we've just been discussing.
Look at that one again. The ball from Marvin Okech got into that area. He should be off. He should be off. He should be off.
The last man, and when you look at that tackle, definitely for a last man, denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah, but then it's another opportunity for Austin to try curl that into the top right or top left. As we look again at that huge moment, the ball floated down the middle, and Dugu just about got to the end of it. But it's time to see if they can get this right. Marvin Okech and Austin standing over the ball. Can they, will they get a sniff at goal? Omondi Otieno rallying his troop. It is a 4-man wall with a mini wall by the home side. The new tactics. It is going to be Austin or Marvin. Let's wait and see. It is Austin, and it is a goal! Gideon Etiang nods that home to give Kahawa Pride the opening goal of the game. It was a well-taken free kick by Austin that was parried away by Omondi Onyango, and it's pomp and color at Mahiga Primary, the opening game. They've been longing for these moments. It is 1-0.
The goal is finally here. Greg, the fans are happy after 3 games without scoring a goal and losing 3 games on the bounce. Definitely, look at that. Look at that free kick, struck with intent, struck with power, a low-powered shot that was parried by the goalkeeper and headed in. Quite a lovely goal, Greg, if you ask me.
A good instinctive goal by the Gideon Etiang, his second of the season, and of course getting into the end of that free kick and making it 1-0 in favor of the home side. And of course, it is frenzy here. No, it is still earlier on in this half, but then this is exactly what they needed. They wanted to push it up. They are doing so, and the referee calls for calm as there is a man down.
You talked about deja vu. Etiang.
Talk about deja vu. It happens just as it was, but look at that running and ensuring that he gets that second ball before everyone, the rebound, making it 1-0.
That instinct, the reactive instinct, definitely has us into the lead.
And Ezekiel Dugu must have felt something after that challenge. He's down on the ground, but still plenty of options, including the likes of Kevin Gatoto on the bench. And he will be walked off the pitch as the Prides will be lining up. But then look at the technique by Austin. The mini wall playing its role nicely. Like they did the dummy, gave Austin all the opportunity to look at where Omondi Otieno was, and then came Gideon Etiang nodding home from the rebound to make it 1-0.
I think that might be it for Dugu, because I can see Coach Kim trying to prepare his replacement.
Coach Kim will be trying to make a replacement, but it is still Kahawa Pride 1, Fortune Kinderen FC 0. 15 minutes gone in this game as Gideon Munyao, it's Miguel Karani.
Yeah, in the post, Miguel Karani
picks that one up. Stephen Carrier. It's boiling nicely, as they say.
Yeah, it is boiling nicely, and I can imagine where Mentas FC are. Definitely.
They'll be like, and it is Austin to try dinking that in, but then just didn't get the directions well. And Mentas FC lost today to Kamongo, who apparently handed Kahawa Pride their first defeat here, with Maxwell Makoa scoring, and he scored again today in that dagger against Mentas.
Your guess will be as good as mine. Who do you think Mentas FC are rooting for here?
They definitely will be rooting for the home side, having beaten them last weekend. They'll be hoping that this result stays this way.
Yeah.
Gideon Etiang, look at that once again. It was a fizzer, but then quick reaction there from Gideon Etiang to score his second of the season in this league. Quick throw in there by the away side, Fortune Kinderen. It's cleared by Sadiki Otieno. Austin Odiambo trying to pick that one, but Moses Bwire wins possession in that midfield. It's a ping-pong affair right now as they try something from that end. Sadiki Otieno stands tall, clears that ball, and unsuccessfully does so. As they say, it's getting hotter because a new manager bounce has happened in the FKF Premier League. And just like that, it is 1-1 from a tight angle. Pascal Otieno has squeezed that in. There was little danger. But just a moment of lapse in that defense has granted Fortune Kinderen an equalizer. It is Pascal Otieno who squeezed that in from a throw-in. It was taken long. It bounced into the area, and that was a finish that every striker will be proud of.
Such a tight angle.
Such a tight angle to make it 1-1. So it's game on here at the Mahiga Primary as the two teams try to square out at each other. Moses Bwire caught offside in that incident.
That lead didn't last long, Greg, and definitely again something for Coach Kim to think about, because he hasn't held on to the lead for a while. And given this game, the question for this game is the game has been tied 0-0, and then again just 1-0 ahead, and then again we are back at 1-1. So the stalemate is really continuing, but now this is a stalemate with the goal. So definitely again the boys have to keep pushing and get that winner, as there is still plenty of time in this match.
The ball is floated again into the area. Miguel Karani picks that one and will kickstart that. It's an electric mood here. And Lewis Mwaniki, who just came in for Ezekiel Dugu, with that trickery and of course that pace. Austin Ochieng, as they lose out yet again, and it is a throw-in. Lewis Mwaniki quickly starts with Gideon Etiang. Lewis Mwaniki again on the ball. The substitute, Austin Lewis, gets into the area. And just a timely intervention there by Austin Odhiambo to force a corner. But then we look at that goal again, literally little danger. But then the long ball, they failed to mark their lines well and gifted Fortune Kinderen that chance. But it is a corner for Kahawa Pride in the 55th minute of the game. The ball is floated into the area, cleared again by Omondi Otieno in goal. Still danger. And now cleared by Peter Njoroge. And it will be a free kick for Kahawa Pride. Quickly started. Kiarie loses out, but then still wins possession. Still very tight in that center area. Goved Benson. And now Stephen Kiarie, Austin. They've been pinned back. Kinderen. So Kahawa Pride with 5 corners to 2. Very interesting match this is. Both sides taking the game to each other's end.
Yeah.
Stephen Kiarie tries to bring the ball into that area, but then slightly overhit. It will be a goal kick.
I think everyone is going for the 3 points. When you look at Kahawa, they're determined to ensure that they back the win. And when you look at Fortune Kinderen, definitely they're also going for the win. But one thing that we must now be careful about Fortune Kinderen is that when they unleash their shots, they are very powered shots. Because when you look at the moments they get into the box, they're very little. But then when they get just outside the area, they're determined to unleash the shot. And I think there is a shot that really found our goalkeeper Karani out of shape. And then that was quite into the net, and they were level. So looking at it, the lads really have to be aware of the shots powered by Fortune Kinderen, that they are coming from outside the box. And there is one on the ground.
Yeah. So it is Moses Bwire on the ground, and Robert Manyora has come in for Marvin Okech. A tactical substitution, that one.
Yeah. And when you look at Bwire, he has been quite on the receiving end of some nasty challenges here in the first half. When you remember the free kick that we won on the left edge of the pitch, he definitely was driving into the box, then he was clattered. Then here again, he's received medical attention. He has been at a man targeted for such.
Yeah, went down after a challenge. As the game goes on, it is still 1-1. Gideon Etiang's goal cancelled by Pascal Otieno. And the teams having quite some tete-a-tete. Benson Goved talking to the referee as Moses Bwire wants a swift return to action after that challenge that got him on the deck. As the ball comes down the right hand side for Fortune Kinderen. Moses Bwire tried a link up with Manyora, unsuccessful. Sadiki and Miguel Karani will be launching an attack down the left hand side. but it's been cleared yet again by Moses Anyona, Glenn Ngete and Austin as they launch yet another attack. Again, Lewis Moniki almost getting to the end of that, but Goved Benson, Etiang tried something spectacular and successful. And now the game has slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, the game has really slowed down. That equalizer really has taken the game to a stalemate, and again, that becomes it. Someone now has to inject more pace in this game because everyone is trying to get what he can get from the game.
And Fortune Kinderen.
That is characteristic of Fortune Kinderen.
Yeah,
just
trying
outside
to
the
shoot
box.
from the out of the box, out of the area. They've done that a couple of times this afternoon. Sadiq Otieno will not be tolerating any move around his area as Moses Bwire takes that first touch. It was quite heavy and forcing Kinderen to consider throwing as we head into the hour mark. Manyora looking for Gideon Etiang, the goal scorer. Floats that into the area, but easy picks for Omondi Otieno. So now bring the ball into that area. Goved Benson lets it roll. Easy picks for Miguel Karani. Wild clearance there by Joshua Okoth. And will be a booking for Goved. Didn't have to do that. Goved didn't have to do that.
Yeah, the frustrations are kicking in.
And it's a free kick for Kahawa Pride. So a free kick in a very promising area. Captain Goved booked for descent. And now they'll try float that in. And of course we can always say his return has really improved the defensive shape of Kahawa Pride. But they have first to deal with this. It's brought into the area. But Sadiq Otieno keeps his calm and boots the ball away. The follow-up also cleared nicely into that area. But the most important thing that you can pick from this match to this end, as Miguel Karani comes to clear that one. So it's a yellow card apiece because they had Austin Odhiambo booked earlier on in the second half for a result, the free kick that resulted to a goal, and that will be offside. But what I was saying is that you look at the way things are like right now. Kahawa scored a goal.
Yeah, Kahawa did.
For the first time in a long time.
Long time, yeah. After 3 matches, that is 90 times. That's 270 minutes of football plus the first half. That is way over 300 minutes of football. But finally, they kept knocking and the goal came. So something to build on. And some of this, when you look at the defensive interventions that you have seen Goved doing and Sadiq Otieno, these are quite the defense interventions that this team needs, because when you look at the opponent's Fortune Kinderen, they're an attacking team. So far, they have now, after this goal, they have 18 goals in the league this season. So it means Goved and Sadiq Otieno, their timing will be very, very, very important with those defensive interventions, because against a top team, any delay, a microsecond, a second can really be costly. And as we have seen, these guys can fire from any angle. So definitely the interventions will be very, very critical. The clearances from the box and well timed. Look at that.
The goal that the equalizer that came in. What a shot! What a shot! I didn't see that coming neither.
I don't think even Karani did. That was a sting.
Yeah, and the turn was just out of this world. Manyora floats the ball down the left-hand side, trying to link up with Felix Kamau, who's had a very quiet second half. Felix Kamau It's quite a tussle there. Won by Henry Ouma. But then the ball falls to Austin, who leads the ball into the area. Was trying to see if he can pick Lewis Moniki. But then Omondi Otieno read that really, really well. Sadiki Otieno. And now chance for Austin again. He's trying to float that ball into that area, but then still can't find Lewis Moniki.
Lewis Moniki will definitely have to do with little of the ball this second half. He might be isolated for the second half, but it's my hope that the little chances or the few times he gets the ball, he maximizes it and probably leaves a mark on the game.
And Raymond Omondi has been substituted, and it is a throw-in again for Fortune Kinderen. And it's a booking also. The second booking for Fortune Kinderen as the captain junior steps us to try an in-swinger into that area, brings the ball into the area, but easily gathered by Miguel Karani. This time well read. Starts the move with Gideon Etiang. Couldn't pick Manyora, but then Austin picks the ball, surrounded by 5 masses. Govert Benson will try something from the right-hand side, but then it goes off target. It will be a throw-in again for Fortune. Danger. Sadiki Otieno standing tall to mute that pressure. He muted the attack really, really nicely, and well read also by Glenn Ngete to ensure that the ball rolls out of play. It will be a goal kick after 66 minutes of the game. Quickly started by Miguel Karani. It is a throw-in for Fortune Kinderen again. And clearly, you can feel both teams are taking the game to each other.
Yeah, and the substitution by Coach Kim, where he got off Marvin Okech and brought in Robert Munyora, that definitely left Glenn Ngede as the sole holding midfielder. And injected more attacking talent into Kahawa Pride. Definitely, it shows that Coach Kim is not willing to settle for a point or no point. He definitely wants to take the game at them and get maximum points. Definitely a good account for himself, trying to arrest the losses that have been really coming after him. But then he's here, one holding midfielder, with now having four midfielders, attacking midfielders, with one striker in Levis Moniki playing that number after replacing Ezekiel Dubu.
That's what we used to call a rewind, because he's completely miscued that. I'm talking about Austin Odiambo. And it is a throw-in quickly started. Levis Moniki rolling down the ball, but then it's cleared, rather blocked for a corner kick. They need the directness, and of course they need everything going their way right now as we hit the 67th minute of the game. Gideon Etiang standing over that one, floats into the area. Good header. Just about goes wide. But it was a powerful header by Kiarie.
I like it when defenders really impose themselves in the opponent's half like that. Kiarie was just about getting onto the goal, onto the score sheet, and with these corners being swung in, with these crosses swung in, and defenders overlapping, getting into the final third, definitely one header is going to find itself dancing inside that opponent's net.
And Coach Lawrence Kim has been carded. That tells you the intensity of this game. And there is an incident on that other side. I think the referee will be called to attention. It chooses to have dialogue with the two. So it's 8 against 6. Quite a balanced affair, this one.
Yeah, quite a balanced affair. Clinicality might just be the difference this afternoon. Whoever takes the chances, whether half chance or just a clear-cut chance, he'll definitely going to have something big for himself in store.
Gideon Etiang scoring in the 48th minute. Goal that was equalized in the 51st minute. And now keeper Omondi Otieno will be going long. Boots the ball into that area. Miguel Karani gathers that one. Picks Lewis Mwaniki. Glenn Ngete. Gideon Etiang. Crowded there. Lewis Mwaniki forced wide. The clearance falls kindly to Gideon Etiang. Manyora trying to find Glenn Ngete, but the ball is slightly overhit.
Kahawa Pride are still trying to keep their structure. They have not been forced into desperate situations where they need to conform to what they are being thrown at, and that is a good showing given look at the confidence on the ball, the passes, and trying to find the next player, and that is a good thing, because if you play into the opponent's tune, then you are definitely going to be in on the receiving end. As it said, Greg, whoever pays the pipe and then calls the tune.
Exactly, and there's a man down. Sadiki Otieno might have felt something on his thigh, and not good signs, but he is a strong man. He'll be up on his feet shortly.
Yeah, and he is. He is.
As they launch yet another long throw into the area. Danger there. Completely miscued. A follow-up there. Gathered by Miguel Karani. The long-range shot, FR, the thing. I think that is what they've been doing the whole game.
Yeah, they are really trying to launch those attacks, the shots from a distance, and it's something that probably Sadiq Otieno and Benson Goved have really made them to do, because they are really sniffing out all the attacks before they get into the box.
Was on the receiving end, Stephen and Njoroge. And Gideon Etiang will be standing over that one. 72 minutes gone on the clock. That's 18 to go. The ball is cleared again. Manyora, it's Austin trying to find Etiang again, but he's fractionally offside. I feel this game can go either way.
Yeah, it is end to end. Everyone attacking, everyone trying to push for maximum points. And I like how Kahawa Pride, Greg, honestly, are giving a good account of themselves. Coming this match, you realize that Fortune Kinderen are second on the log. And given the run of results that Kahawa Pride have had, then definitely on paper they weren't a match for Fortune Kinderen. But look at it. They have really taken a game into at them, and they're the ones who have had the lead. It's been Fortune Kinderen chasing the game to equalize. And as I told you, a good account for Kahawa Pride will come if they get the first goal, because they'll be able to dictate the play. They have always struggled when they're chasing the game when they fall behind, because the shape and the tactics by Coach Kim definitely tend to get ahead. But today you can see he's comfortable in his skin, and he's definitely trying to ensure that his boys get that win that has been elusive for quite some time now.
And the elusive goal, of course, came in the 48th minute. Miguel Karani almost gifting a chance to Fortune. Dangerous play there, but well claimed again. The ball is They clear their lines, rightfully so. Lewis Mwaniki, 1v2 situation. Wins a corner kick again. And I feel also the presence of Dugu was something huge, especially his physicality in that striking area, because right now it's like Coach Kim has resorted to a 4-3-3.
Yeah, definitely he has done that because Dugu could play as an isolated striker.
And almost a second goal there. Bwire just fluffed that chance. Miguel Karani to the rescue again. As Kahawa Pride launch yet another push for a second with 15 minutes plus added time to go in this match. Austin, good dummy there. Now linking up with Glenn Ngete as the ball sails all the way to the keeper. They're trying something, but still to find the best way of finishing that. And the keepers, they're on a training session, one end to the other.
Yeah, the last few minutes, really, the midfield has not been called to action.
It's called bypass. Lewis Mwaniki wins a free kick. Another chance for the Prides.
I can see the technical bench for the visitors really livid.
Everyone is up, including the team doctor. Because these are tense moments. Kahawa Pride scored from a free kick, and Austin is also standing over this one. As we look at that chance, fell kindly to Moses Bwire. I think not on his strongest foot. I feel he should have done better, but still time to find the second. Austin floats that into the area. As the chance is fluffed yet again, won again by Glenn Ngete into that area again, but then it's too long. Chested down by Omondi Otieno in Fortune Kinderen goal. There's no moment I've seen him start the ball with his defense like. Keeps teasing Miguel Karani.
Yeah, definitely. I think his ability with the ball on his foot and his defenders, probably he's just going to expose them to.
I say they know attacks. The weakness of your of your colleague, and cover it up. Chance for Kahawa Pride down the left-hand side. It is Moses Bwire, but the ball doesn't find his man. Kahawa Pride pressing high again. Glenn Ngete tried something, it has been intercepted, but then Sadiki Otieno will try claim that one, rightfully so. Looks for Austin, who boots the ball in search of someone. Manyora now on with the possession, loses the ball again. Kiarie past the halfway line. Moses Bwire, but loses possession again. It's Fortune Kinderen. Glenn Ngete doesn't really control that well, as Miguel Karani will claim the ball and of course bypass the middle field as they've done so. Looking for Lewis Mwaniki, couldn't control the ball well. Gideon Etiang trying to find Moses Bwire, but then it is a free kick for the visitors.
Both teams really are not comfortable allowing the opponent to really control the ball. I thought one of the teams will be comfortable just allow the opponent to control the ball, but they tighten the spaces. Both are going for the ball, both are tightening the spaces. No one is ready to say, let me settle for this. It's quite an interesting end to the match. And when you look at it, how they're launching, you call it bypass, how they're launching balls, the goalkeepers from one third to the other, is really something that they want the goal. It doesn't matter how it comes, the end will justify the means.
And Moses Bwire has been substituted. We'll be giving you the name of who has come in for. It is Kevin Gatoto, the striker, who came in for Felix Kamau. I thought it was Bwire. So it's Brian Masharia for Felix Kamau and Kevin Gatoto for Moses Bwire. So 2 substitutions, Masharia and Gatoto. Stephen Kiarie trying something down the left hand side, but the ball goes out of play. It will be a throw in with 10 minutes to go on the clock. Austin, Goved again, Austin, and now Glenn Ngete down, and that was a dangerous tackle there by Njoroge, but the referee calls for calm amid all the confusion. So it is a free kick for Kahawa Pride in the 80th minute of the game. And remember, we talked about Mentas FC losing earlier on to Kamongo.
Yeah.
The lone goal scored by Maxwell Makoha, who also scored against Kahawa Pride when the last time the two teams met here at the Mahiga Primary. Quickly started by Goved. Manyora tries to bring that ball into the area. Well gathered by Brian Masharia. Breaks the ball into the area. Missed by everybody. Etiang. Oh, could have just kept his cool there.
Yeah, and that really points out one thing: the urgency in Kahawa Pride to get the goal and to get into the penalty box and fire something home. Sometimes is working against them because they are a bit of a lack of concentration there. But what is interesting and what is important here is that they are determined to get a goal. They are really pushing for it, and definitely, I feel something is going to come their way.
As the ball rolls out of play, it will be a goal kick. Quickly started by Miguel Karani to Sadiki, who will try find someone in midfield and finds Masharia Brian, who loses out. Austin tries to squeeze that ball into that area, and they lose it again. Sadiki Otieno finds Glenn Ngete, and then Brian Masharia. A quick throw in. Kevin Gatoto wins that throw in. End-to-end action here at the Mahiga Primary. Good day of football. Gideon Etiang tries to float that into the area, but too close to the keeper. Omondi Otieno. So just 8 minutes remaining in this one.
Yeah, 8 very important minutes. They can determine the outcome of this game, the result for this game. So concentration will be something very important with 8 minutes and a bit of added time to play.
So it is Lewis Mwaniki gets the ball, finds Gatoto. Lewis Mwaniki then completely misused that one. Stephen Kiaria, good chance, had a chance of floating the ball into the area, but chose to go for the top left corner and didn't get the dimensions right. Everyone was on their feet here.
Yeah, that was some good good passage of play, and it just had to be capped off by a good delivery into the box with someone getting on the end of it and sending the fans onto their feet. But then that didn't work out. But that was some good passage of play on the left flank.
Throw in for the Prides. Time running out. 84 minutes on the clock. Stephen Kiarie and Govid Benson. It is Austin who's playing a much deeper role. Lewis Mwaniki didn't get to the end of that. Oh! This was what we call Komboa Ufe. As Kahawa Pride almost conceding a second. I tell you, there might be a goal here. I don't know which side, but these late moments might be dramatic. As Kahawa Pride win that, they need to set things rolling. They need to set the ball rolling and fast because time is running out.
This might not end as a draw, as you say. In the grand scheme of things, a goal is on either side. The net is begging to be hit, and that chance by Fortune Kinderen really sent some chills down my spine, and luckily Kahawa Pride survived.
They survived literally that one, and Miguel Karani, to his relief, watched as that ball just sailed out of play. Midfield battle there. Fortune having a better second half in midfield as the ball is floated into that area, completely miscued. A chance for Lewis Mwaniki. He just needed to calm down and just pick either Dugu or Masharia in the box.
Yeah. He needed to find his man in the box, and that could have been it. But then,
look at that. Two men in the box, Brian Masharia and Kevin Gatoto. But then it is a corner kick. Late on in the game, 86 minutes on the clock. Lewis Mwaniki will try float that into the area, and it is in the north. Whoa! You can't be as unlucky as that.
That is the closest you can get to scoring a goal. That is the closest. The goalkeeper has the frame of the goal to thank, the goalpost to thank.
Because that was sailing in. A good corner by Lewis Mwaniki.
Yeah, and he says, thank you.
Yeah, I should be thanking the heavens. 11 shots for Kahawa Pride with 9 for Kinderen, with goalkeeper Miguel Karani. Must have felt something as they rushed to the touchline to get 1 or 2 before the end of the match. They've given Fortune Kinderen a good run for their money.
Yeah,
and because,
I actually thought those were 3 points in the bag, and the goalkeeper Otieno for Fortune Kinderen is really thanking that goalpost.
Yeah, I should be thanking the goalpost, and also looking at that corner kick, well floated into the area. That was a Kevin Gatoto who flicked the ball, trying to pick the far post. That didn't happen, and goalkeeper Mondi Otieno
was well beaten in that scenario. So it's still 1-1 with just about under 3 minutes to go plus added time. Miguel Karani has had a fantastic game, this young man, with the average age of Kahawa Pride 20.5 years. So you can always tell that this team has a great future. Yeah, that is quite a young age for a footballer. Even that, there's averagely every player has around 12 years of football in him. So the future is begging.
Lewis Moniki, nice exchange there, but that's slightly overhit and it will be cleared by Fortune Kinderen. Kiarie showing that level of confidence. And now it is Kevin Gatoto who doesn't really win that ball well. Quickly started there by Fortune Kinderen. Try something spectacular, driven outside. It will be another chance for him to try something. And Gideon Etiang is forced to clear the ball, and I fancy they'll be going also long on this one.
In my playing days, the commentator made a comment that made me quit football. He told me bags of confidence, but 0 bags of ability.
Bags of confidence, 0 bags of ability. But let's see if they have had an ability to launch that into the area. They've done rightfully, so it falls kindly to the player in yellow, but it is cleared. Tense moments there as the ball is floated back into the area. And it is a goal kick.
Been quite an entertaining match from a neutral perspective. Quite entertaining. The boys have gone at each other. Kahawa Pride launching attacks to the territory for Fortune Kinderen. Fortune Kinderen doing the same. The fans have really had a good outing here, enjoying themselves. And goals are the overall thing of it. The entertainment served by goals, the celebrations, the emotions, and everything. They have had an equal share from both. And so, from a neutral perspective, a good match so far, Greg, if you ask me. And this is what when fans come in these fields, this is what they hope for. This is what they come to see, come to enjoy, and you can see they are in their numbers, and the game has not disappointed up to this moment.
And we look at that chance, Kevin Gatoto almost scoring from that corner kick. And I think this is the move that forced the goalkeeper to lie down, having felt something. And we are into the 90th minute of the game. 1-1 at the Mahiga Primary. As he's still being attended to. I bet there'll be plenty of stoppage time.
Yeah, the second half has really experienced some stoppages, so the referee will definitely be factoring in that. Even the 2 goalkeepers have also been receiving some medical attention. Karani and Otieno for that matter.
Omondi Otieno up on his feet after getting medical attention. So we're looking at the corners and the possession, 55% this second half for the home side.
As I've told you, they have really controlled the ball, and also they have controlled the spaces. They have not really allowed Fortune Kinderen into the final third. And the few moments they have really allowed them, the defensive interventions of Sadiq Otieno and Benson Goved have really come out to get out those attacks. So their account for the boys have really been good. A good showing this second half. The chances have come, but some of them haven't been taken.
So Sadiq Otieno being forced to consider a throw-in in the last moments of this game. Of course, we are doing extra time at the moment. It is the 92nd minute of the game. And are we seeing another Coyote moment? Floated into the area, dangerously so, but then Miguel Karani claims that with confidence. Trying to look for Austin. Late surge by Kahawa Pride. It is Lewis Moniki. Brings that into the area, but then just overheats that one.
The power is good. Just the height that isn't. There's a power shot, but it went climbing and climbing. By the time it got into the goalpost, it was way off the mark. When you talk about Coyote, remember that 7:30 the world is waiting. East African time the world.
Yeah, the whole world will be turning their attention to the Carabao Cup final with Arsenal and Man City facing out. Austin clears the ball. Sadiq Otieno stooping high. to head that one into that area. They're defending so tightly. And Brian Macharia almost being gifted there a goal by Omondi Otieno as the ball ricochets back. Tense moments there for the visitors. And it is a throw-in for Fortune Kinderen. They concede another corner after throwing. They want to take another long throw. They scored from such moments in the 51st minute of the game.
Yeah, concentration, especially on this tight angle, will be very, very important because that is where they fire in their equalizer.
The ball is floated into the area, but then the referee calls for a free kick. Quickly started there by Miguel Karani, looking for Lewis Moniki. Lewis Moniki down the left-hand side, beats one man, tries one thing, but then not the right choices by the substitute.
Yeah, not really the right choice, as he had support with him, two players with him that could really have gotten a pass to them, and as they try to build and get close and increase their chances of bagging that chance, scoring that chance, but then he chose, he took an option that did not really.
Sadiki Otieno, Brian Macharia with the ball. Trying to bring that into the area for Kevin Gatoto, but then it's too close to the keeper. We'll be floating that also. Stephen Kiarie. Glenn Ngete. The ball goes out of play for a throw-in. Gideon Etiang wins that duel. Brian Macharia couldn't get the free kick as the ball goes out of play. The last few moments of this game, Gideon Etiang will try fasten things. Trying to find Manyora, unsuccessfully so. Chance for Kinderen. Well read by Austin. Down the right channel. Fortune Kinderen will try something from that area, but well read there by Glenn Ngete. Brian Macharia is clear. Brian Macharia. Brian Macharia is almost getting that second goal, but then took too much time, and then that chance goes begging, and then Kevin Gatoto, he's literally been made to swim.
Looking at what you're talking about, Brian Macharia, that was one dribble too many.
Too many.
Yeah, and it made the opponents really catch up with him. By the time he really wanted to put out that shot, he was already closed down. That is the swimming moment you're referring to.
In that pool of mud.
Just outside the commentary booth, you can hear fans calling for a
fans
penalty.
calling for a penalty, but that chance again, that fell kindly. So it is a free kick to be taken by Manyora. Should be the last piece of action. This one.
Yes.
He has to get this right. Manyora has to get this right. The fans up on their feet. The ball still in that area. It is a throw-in for Kahawa Pride. Everyone... I love this game. Manyora again. Trying to find someone down the left-hand side. Kiarie missing out that one. A chance for Kinderen again. Goved. Intercepted. Austin. Ricochets. A Kahawa Pride player, and it will be Miguel Scarani's picks. We are doing the 99th minute of the game. Kiarie.
Yeah, that's quite some time in stoppages.
It was a lengthy period, especially on Omondi Otieno.
Yeah.
Stephen Kiarie. Kinderen get it out of the area. Kiarie. They'll just try force that into that area. And the goalkeeper gathers that one. We're doing the 100th minute. Sadiki Otieno jumps high to win that header. Austin Ochieng. And it is a free kick for Kahawa Pride. Doing 100 minutes on the clock. Glenn Nyete to swing that in. Too close, easily cleared. Another long ball cleared. Wrong option. This was a chance.
Yeah.
If he was to go alone, then we are talking about a one-on-one chance.
Yeah, or even run ahead of the boys and then give a side
and
pass.
it is full time. Kahawa Pride finally score, but that wasn't enough because 14 Kinderen equalized 3 minutes after Kahawa Pride scored that goal, and it ends here. The final score: Kahawa Pride 1, 14 Kinderen 1.
Positives from the team, two positives from the team, Greg, if you ask me. They have arrested the losing run of 3 games. Finally, this is a draw, and finally, they have also managed to score. Positives from this game, if you ask me, and again, it's a team that is chasing the top spot. A good account for Coach Kim and the boys on this afternoon.
And of course, it ends here with the fans walking home with heads high, at least an improved performance. But see you next week. We'll be telling you where we will be, because it ends 1-1 here at the Mahiga Primary. Kahawa Pride 1, Fortune Kinderen 1.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019. Regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McCleve, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton & Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture for all major sports with many high-level projects across basketball, hockey, rugby, baseball, and others. To work with us, just tap Start a Project on our homepage, complete our 5-minute form, and you'll be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Whether you've been watching since 2019 or this is the first JerseyBird video you've seen, we appreciate all the support, and we look forward to working with your team next season. The Kahawa Pride Discord channel is the place to be for everything about our club behind the scenes. Breaking news, live Q&As with myself and club staff members, voting on club decisions, and more are all in the channel. If you want to join, the link is in the description. I'll see you in there.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization.